For the next tool in the Builder's basic toolbox, we're gonna take a look at WordPress. So WordPress is basically a website builder. So you can create your landing page with this. But even if you take it a little step further, you can even build like whole tools with it, because WordPress has an extensive database of all open source plugins, which you mainly can use for free or with the minimum amount of cost. This allows you to create like a website or tool or database and intranet or whatever. So that's why for me, like I use WordPress already many years. It's the logical choice. There are also a lot of other tools nowadays, but for me, the reason why I choose this is because it's very cheap, and in most cases it's even free. So let's dive into it, right? Why websites slow builders down, right? So a lot of people, they think, oh, I need to have a website, I need to find a developer. But in the end, custom builds takes too long, right? So it's not even that it costs too long to make. It also costs a long time to talk to the people, revise it, update it. It takes so long. So most of the tools are over engineered. So you take a look at it, you test it out, and in the end, you should never forget what it's for, right? So I see websites basically as your business card, right? It allows you to present your business, and then certain people can take an action. Whether it's a digital product, then you go to the app, which can be more custom or do whatever, but the front of your website is mainly a business card, right? And in the end, because we build from a builder mindset, right? We don't want to become dependent on other people. Developers are very expensive. They're very hard to deal with. And in most cases, you just want to do stuff yourself, right? Also, when you really make custom stuff, small changes feel very expensive, not only by cost, but also by time and energy, and your momentum gets lost. You just want to build a very fast landing page with all the product information. You want to test it out to a lot of people, right? So in that case, I have a golden builder rule, right? Websites are interfaces, so it's just only the front, right? An interface should be very fast and easy to change. So whenever you want to have a small update, you want to change the pricing, you want to add some text or a testimonial, you should do it yourself, right? You don't want to push it to other people, wait a few days, and then come to realize that it's not even good. Speed to life beats perfect architecture. A lot of people go wrong in that, especially if you're starting your first business. You want to have everything perfect, but in the end, you just want to showcase something to some people, get some feedback, and modify it along the way, right? So moment matters more than elegance, and cost reduction is key. So in this way, I choose WordPress, right? Don't get me wrong, there are other ones. If you want to battle this against me, then sure, but I choose WordPress, right? So the power of WordPress is it has a fast setup, so everyone else can just set up a website. You can even host it on a WordPress domain. You can have your own domain as well, and you can install it as well. Like I even use SiteGround here, so it has web hosting as well, which basically is focused on WordPress. So once you create an account, you can just set up starting for $3 per month. You get your domain hosting. You can hold multiple websites, most probably, and it already has WordPress installed, so super easy, right? Yeah, so fast setup, proven infrastructure. It works pretty well. It's easy to understand, and it's open source already for many years. There's a massive ecosystem, so WordPress plugins, it's endless, right? There's everything you want. You have full ownership, so you own the website. There's no developer, no other company, no nothing that owns your website. You can just export it, import it, delete it, whatever you want. You don't have a login. So, well, what I see with other websites is a lot. Let's say, Squarespace. I haven't checked it out for a while. You create a website and then you have to pay monthly costs, right? So yes, it's easier to build. Actually, to be honest, it can be a good recommendation as well. If you say I have limited skills and I don't know where to start, it actually can work. The only thing for me personally is you're locked up to it. I don't know the pricing right now, but yeah, it's very simple. And WordPress is more scalable. You can do more stuff with it later on, right? Easy hands off. So any developer with a little bit front end experience can help you. But also people with no knowledge can also do it. So I like it. So why I use your WordPress? So without WordPress, code heavy, slow iteration, hard to visualize, and changes feel risky because you need to get help from other people. With WordPress, you have a visual building, reusable templates. You can experiment around. You can even install plugins for A/B testing, and you can check everything. So fast and simple via slow and difficult. I think the choice is very easy. So where a lot of people go wrong is that basically they create a lot of custom pages. So for me, I just create a lot of templates, right? I create, let's say, 5 different long pages with all the information in there in different kind of presented in different ways. Let's say a column to the left, text on the right, testimonials, a big image here, an animation there. And what I then do is I utilize all the different pages to customize this however I want for which purpose. So then again, you can let someone else do this and then set up all the templates, and then you can easily modify everything, right? Yeah, so you have like page templates. So these are full pages. Sections can be like, for example, image on the left, text on the right. A module template is things that can come back anytime, like a whole module, right? So in the end, you have a reusable website structure. So templates over pages, right? So as I said earlier, it's really more scalable, especially if you think from a builder mindset. You come up with the idea, you create a wireframe, you have the WordPress template, and then you just swap it around, right? So in the end, like many websites, I just made like 50 pages. And can you imagine if I do every page custom? It costs a lot of time and energy, and in the end it's not even usable. Most of the people only visit a few pages: your home page, your about page, your pricing page, your contact page, and some other page, this is service or so, and specific landing page, and that's it, right? All these other pages you can derive from the earlier made pages. Well, where WordPress Divi shines. So for me, I picked Divi, right? So then again, this is my personal preference. So it's a really easy theme. So WordPress works, let's say, as the engine, and then you can install different themes on it, which is, for example, this elegant theme from Divi. It has like a custom builder, but nowadays there are also a lot of other great ones. I think Elementor Builder is quite good, but for me, this one always worked really well because on one hand, it looks very cool. It has all these cool elements which are moving, and the template library is amazing, right? I don't know if I can take a look at it already. There's probably they have, right? Yeah. So you have layout control, you can have responsive tweaks, visual spacing, global styles, quick edits. So I actually have it open, yeah. Over here, let's go to a page. But this is my page, for example. This is a landing page. Super old, so I believe you can do it much better. I think I created this maybe 5 years ago or so. Still relevant, that's a beautiful thing, right? You can see over here, I can just drag and drop elements. I can change the text by just double clicking on it, right? There's even AI to fill things up faster. The images I can just modify. Just click on here, super easy. I think this is just a visual builder. I think most of the people understand everything. But you can see that I work from a template, right? So this is template that I created. So this is not visible. And then again, I just duplicate everything and then show it, right? So I love this theme, yeah. Common misuses of WordPress. A lot of people, they just go too deep, right? They have too many plugins. The more plugins you use, the more prone it is to errors. So let me show you how plugins work. I don't want to make this a too practical course, more on the theory. To discover how this works, just reach out to me or so. But there are tons of videos available, right? So I only have limited time. And if you want to have a whole course about how this works, then there's a lot of content. Right, so too many plugins, no template discipline, page-by-page design, no system thinking over customization. So all these common problems are more like, so all these problems mainly exist. So all these problems only result that you spend too much time and energy, which should not be the case, because the main thing with the builder mindset, you need to deliver fast, quick, clean, and cheap. And that's what we're going for, right? Of course, it needs to look beautiful and doesn't need to look shitty, but keep in mind, don't over customize and don't go too deep. So where WordPress fits in your stack, so you can use it for offers, landing pages, informational business website, for content hubs, simple products, and blogs. So these are like the most generic things, right? So most of the time I use it for landing page and then redirect them or let them convert, and I send them to a more advanced app or so. Why builders choose WordPress is faster launches, it's lower costs, fewer dependencies, long-term control, and easy iteration. So As I said earlier, cheaper, faster, better, and more control. Easy. So how to start? If you want to build a website over here, just start with one clear goal. Just install it. You can use some SiteGround, as I said earlier. Pick a DV template. Let's just try to find one now. Okay. Beautiful. There's so many different templates over here. Insane, right? Endless. So let's just, I don't know. Let's just click on one. Coffee shop. Beautiful. You check if it's a live demo, if it suits. One thing is always don't look at only this is a coffee shop, but look at the setup, how it's being displayed, if there's nice features in there, if there's things you need, right? So you can just update all the text, everything, so it doesn't have to be specifically for a coffee shop. Customize your structure, fill in the content, and publish. That's it, and there we have it, a beautiful website.